We can start, right? Can you hear it from the microphone? That's good. Hi. I guess you guys are here that because of the title, like, is cosplay can be a career like that, or maybe someone who's curious how to earn some money from cosplay, or maybe what kind of people who wonder what kind of career there are related to cosplay. So it's really nice to meet you guys and thank you for coming. Here, I'm going to talk about these kind of things. So first I'm going to introduce myself, and then I will show some examples about professional cosplayers, examples mostly from Korea. Japan will be a lot because I'm from Korea. And about event called World Cosplay Summit, I'm going to introduce that shortly. And also about event production. So, first of all, you might be wondering who is she and why is she talking about like money and cosplay and events and everything. So I've been cosplaying since 2003. Also was joining a lot of cosplay competitions before. I was representative of Korea for Asian competition in 2011, and also World Cosplay Summit for 2012. After that, I kind of joined World Cosplay Summit company and became more on the side of event making than just doing cosplay or joining the competition. Right now I'm in a different company named Vega and also continuing the event management work. And I was also curious about the power of pop culture from Japan, and that's why I was studying in graduate school in Japan, Osaka. I finished my doctorate, I finished my master's degree, and couldn't finish my doctorate, so I'm still Ms. Kim, not Dr. Kim. Still, it was fun to actually do some research about the pop culture. So, back in my ages, it was really, the cosplay itself was very weird thing, maybe. People were not really familiar about it, and after like few years, I can see that cosplay became, like we can call it as a noun, general noun, and you can see it very often at the convention. It's very natural to have cosplay at the convention, and now there are even people who's earning money from cosplay. So it's kind of interesting that in such a short time, a lot of things are changing in cosplay culture. So I want to introduce some examples about professional cosplayers. So professional cosplayers are usually doing like event guest appearance or doing some official model for the game, anime, those kind of things. And sometimes they earn money by selling their merchandise, making by themselves. And sometimes they earn it from their social media because a lot of them has a powerful social media effect. So the first one will be the professional cosplayer who is going to a lot of events as a guest. I used a photo from Reika because I'm not sure which photos are safe to use, but she's a friend of mine, so maybe I have lower chance to get sued. So I'm giving you some examples from her. She's one of the most successful cosplayer in the world, I guess. She's joining the event, and a lot of people who's joining the event as a guest is doing competition judge, or sometimes people do stage performance and do workshop or panel like this. And sometimes they do the meet and greet and meet some local people. So events are actually paying and using a lot of money to bring guests to their events, and let's see like why do they bring these guests to the events. That will be the reason. That will be important part to consider cosplay guests as a profession. So if it's an event, if they have global, like international guests, they can actually have some new contents in their events. And it is also connected to that increase their ticket power, so more people can join the event. And a lot of cosplay guests are making their costumes and know about cosplay a lot, so they can use their professional knowledge to their event. And the other thing is it can show that the event itself is now more global and it's a big event by having international guests to that. So what exactly do as an event guest is something like this. So for the competition, just why do they invite people to the event is mostly to get more fair result, because it always, not always, but a lot of cases are there that if they have local cosplayer as a judge, there are some troubles happening. Also, by international guests, they can have some more global image trend in their competition, and also the standard. And sometimes they call the guest for the stage performance. This is Shiroku. I guess she's been here before. She's been singing her own song and anime songs for more than 10 years. Those kind of stage performances is also one of the reasons the event calls the guest. And for the workshop, my eyes are not working. For the workshop, this can be one of the examples that I share my experience to you guys. But at the same time, a lot of cosplayers know about how to make their costume, do the makeup and everything, make performance. They can share those knowledge to the people in local conventions. And sometimes there are just like really popular cosplayers who brings people just to meet them. So sometimes they have like separate ticket for meet and greet for those guests, and like talk to them, meet them, and have some fun with them. So if you ask whether you can live for your life being event guest, I am not really sure, because I think this started like 20, about 20 years ago, and there is no example yet, because it's only 20 years ago. But I can see that a lot of cosplayers are continuing doing this, so this can be one of the way for cosplayers. But to be a guest, you have to be really good at cosplay and good at managing yourself and have good relationship with the convention and understand the trend, current trend. So it's not something easy to do.
Definitely.
For your life, yes. And there's something a little bit similar but different thing, especially kind of common in Korea, is official cosplay model. Official cosplay model is something like the IP holders, copyright holders actually ask to have cosplay model from some team or agency and show them for their events and something like that. This is a photo of Nikke. I'm not sure you know the game. They had some event celebrating their anniversary, and these 5 cosplayers are officially invited to be guests to the event. So the main difference from the previous one and this official model is you don't have to make your cosplay. Like even though you don't know how to make it, there will be official costume from company or other country, other company preparing it for you, so you don't really have to make your costume. But it is very important to understand the character itself, because you have to be the official model. That means you have to understand the character really well. So that also means you have to practice a lot of posing and facial expression. You have to be the exact character. And because it's usually for the promotion, you also need a lot of social media skills, like posting a lot, sharing good energy on the internet, like that. And this is kind of optional, but a lot of models are picked by the face or looks. So it's better to know how to do the makeup, like good makeup for your face. But I heard there are some, in China, there's a professional makeup artist who's doing the official makeup for the cosplayers. So it's kind of optional in some countries. So how to be the official model is kind of, it's difficult to work as an official model individually. So usually they are joining an agency. So the agency can provide the whole package of cosplay promotion stuff, like they provide photo, they also do the editing, do some special effects on the pictures. Also, they go to the event and support the models, that they can actually be the character itself, and if they need some help, they support them. And also like costume preparation, like I said before. This is very common in Korea for gaming promotion. And it's because for the promotion, usually they release some article after the event, so people can get more information from those articles after the event. And usually it's just for the local, so if they ask some model to be the official character for a specific event, it doesn't mean you will be that character for the rest of the world. Like that. It's usually just local thing and short-term thing. So it's a lot of cases are happening in Korea. Also, I hear a lot in China and sometimes in Japan as well. So I brought some example of articles, but I heard there's no internet, so I captured some of them. So it's like for the Nikkei, the Nikkei company was working with Stella Blade team, that they wanted to.
Same company.
Yes, they wanted to have more users from Nikkei as well. So they were asking to some agency to provide nice cosplay photos to them. So they wrote introduce the game and then show some pictures. And these are the cosplay photos from agency. So they put some special effects, they have logo and everything. So when people just check the article, they can get more information and impressions of the games. And this is the article after the event. There's this one is from G-Star convention in Korea. They also introduced booths and everything in convention, characters, models, and then they show some photos, official photos from the convention. So this is how it works for the professional model, official model for the games and promotion. And the next thing is more simple, I guess, merchandise selling. It's kind of often, I was doing it myself on the first floor. Cosplayers actually prepared some photo booths, posters, and other merchandise, and they bring it to the convention event, for example, Comic in Japan. they sell their stuff and earn money to live, or to continue cosplay. There is some kind of maybe new thing for you guys named Cheki, which was from Japanese underground idol culture. It's a photo, what is it?
Polaroid photograph.
Polaroid photograph with someone, so you have to pay for it. You get sign and dates and everything on it. It's coming to cosplay culture as well. So sometimes you can see that selling in some conventions. And there are some cosplay related selling merchandise like subscription-based website or like cosplay photo series in Japan. But in most cases, they are selling something sexy. So I don't count it in here, but I just want to share that there's that kind of examples as well. I don't recommend it. And the last thing is social media. A lot of cosplayers who actually think about being cosplayer as a profession has really strong social media power. So sometimes cosplay products or like other cosmetics, any kind of stuff, are trying to promote on their social media so they can get some money from those kind of things as well. And if we just expand cosplay related works from the cosplay itself, like extend it from just doing cosplay. Like before, it's more about cosplay centralized activities, but there are more things like everyone knows, but YouTuber or streamer. Also, you can be a lecturer, or if you can talk really well on the stage, maybe you can be a stage host as your profession, but in cosplay. So for the YouTubers, cosplay itself has so many potentials to share like many different kind of contents. So sometimes people sharing how to make a costume or how to take photos, or sometimes they just enjoy like game or any other contents, pop culture in costume. So they can like share their cosplay, but also enjoying different culture together online. And also sometimes they promote themselves or the events or like games on their channel, so they can have more like things on their channel and at the same time like earn some money from it. So this is kind of thing everyone I guess thought about. And this is not often, but sometimes it happens. This picture is the one from Australia cosplayer Emerald King. She is actually a professor in the university and doing some research about cosplay and pop culture and everything. So she is doing lectures and workshops and something similar to that in many places, not just convention, but in many places. So that can be one of the things you can think about if you're on the researcher side. And stage host is kind of simple, but you know, being cosplay or doing posing, judging on the stage, and actually talk on the stage is very different thing. But if you're good at both of them, then you will have a lot of chance to be cosplay host in many places, especially in like East Asia. And of course, this is not. It's more about making costume than doing cosplay. But if you just enjoy making costumes, then you can be a costume maker, prop maker, wig maker, or the professional makeup artist, like I slightly said before. And also, photo shooting is one of the most important thing about cosplay, so you can be a photo shooting director as well. So making costume is pretty simple. There are a lot of commission companies already. Not just in China, but a lot of places. So they make costumes for companies like for the official models like that. But at the same time, they provide costume for individuals as well. And costume maker doesn't have to be a cosplayer, but it's better be because they can understand how cosplayers have to travel and move and what to do at the conventions. And you can be a makeup artist because you test a lot of makeups on your face. You kind of know how to do makeup for cosplay. It is pretty different from like usual artist makeup. So sometimes they share like their knowledge on the internet or they make books. This is one of the books in Korea released about how to do the cosplay makeup, or they open a workshop or one-day class like that, or they just go to the convention and do the makeup on people in person. The next thing is kind of new, I guess, but there is a full package of photo shooting director thing happening in Korea. So there's a director who is helping cosplayer to make a kind of work, like kind of art from the result. So the director is like deciding the concept, introducing the concept, and prepare for the photo shooting studio and the background image. And they are helping how to pose, how to make the character more realistic. And they do the photo editing and add some special effects, like you can see the scars around. And finish the photo itself and provide it to the cosplayer. This is kind of new, but I see some people are doing and it is increasing right now. So it can be one of your choice. And the last but actually the main theme of this panel, cosplay event for this year. So I brought it because this was something I really enjoyed to do. It's more about making a space for people who enjoy cosplay and share the experience, have fun at that specific space. Especially for this one, what I'm trying to talk is not about anime convention, but more concentrated on cosplay itself. The event just for cosplay. So before I start, there is actually a company which is established for cosplay event. Is World Cosplay Summit. I'm not sure you know about it because I think there's no World Cosplay Summit event in Slovakia yet. But it is a company for cosplay. So it is the World Cosplay Summit is holding some local cosplay events and also promoting some local tourism by cosplay, by calling cosplayers to the local area so people can have more energy at the local area. And also they are holding some international events or competitions. And they also, because they have many connections with various cosplayers, they can actually use those power to work with some copyright holders and also promoting some campaigns. That is some kind of work they are also doing. And they also have, this is not the main thing, but they have some company which works like an agency. So they can connect cosplayers to the companies or some other events, so they can have more chances to use cosplayers to many various areas. This event itself actually started from a TV broadcasting company called TVIG. The one who made this event is my friend's father. So I didn't know, but my friend told me, so it was really interesting that back then, like, Japanese people actually really love like European culture and everything, but they don't expect Europeans to like their culture. But the producer actually visited France and saw like people in costume but wearing Japanese characters, and he was like so impressed, and maybe this can be a thing, like maybe this can be something connected to cultural exchange and everything. That's how it started that's how it started. So they started championship in 2005. Maybe some of you were not even born.
I was born in 2003, so I was 2 years old.
Oh, so you're sharing the birthday with this event. Because of the competition and so many countries in other world was showing a lot of interest in it, they could get some governmental support as well. And it was growing and growing. And well, it was part of TV broadcasting project, but they separated from 2013 and became just a company just for World Cosplay Summit. And after that, they are trying to like increase more countries in their event and have more contents in their event. Sadly, during the COVID season, they couldn't hold the event offline, but they actually tried some events online so they can also share cosplay online. And in 2023, they had like 20th anniversary and also had championship stage fully came back so they can have proper offline event again. So in other countries, people only know about the World Cosplay Summit competition, but they're actually doing more things in Japan. For example, one is the one right there. Lagakos is something you do the cosplay event at the amusement park. Kokokos is one of the biggest event in Japan as well. It's just a street festival, but for the cosplayers and for rappers. And they also collaborate with other events like Tokyo Film Festival. They actually had they're collecting cosplayers from many different countries in one theme, one director's theme, and they visited the film festival, so they expanded more area for cosplay. And is there anyone you know the anime City Hunter? It's super old. It's very popular, very old animation, which made the live action movie recently. And they had this theme cosplay in the movie, and World Cosplay Summit was working with them and provided some cosplayers and also supported filming. So there are many opinions about this company event. I can understand a lot of criticisms to them, but what I think great about World Cosplay Summit is they actually made cosplay and cosplay event profitable and made it as a business model. I think that can be something you can have for like increase the area, make it bigger. And also, especially in Japan, they created some kind of centralized platform for cosplay. So if any company doesn't know about cosplay that much, can just contact them and get information and those kind of things. And they changed a lot of things in Japan, like especially perception of cosplay in Japan, because it was mostly for cosplay was for like weirdos, or those kind of image was very strong for many Japanese people. But because they were keep showing cosplay and show how serious people are about cosplay, it became, and like holding world championship can be something new for local people in Japan. It changed some images in Japan, and they can be proud of one of their culture itself. And what is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, they like cosplay. We call it cosplay, but there are very different things in cosplay for many people, like their cultural difference in countries and also people itself. And they were sharing this kind of information to the people who's coming to the event. And overall, those kind of efforts I think helped expand the area of cosplay stuff. So even though there are many criticisms on this company, I think they did a lot of good action to the cosplay culture. So from now on, finally, I'm going to introduce what kind of event, cosplay event, I did as an example. So if you consider as being an event producer, then you can get some ideas from this experience. So cosplay event itself is not the same as like pop culture event convention, because it's only for cosplay, like very focused on cosplay. For the pop culture conventions, cosplay itself is kind of side content, one of the like part of the convention itself, but there are a lot of events in Japan that has just theme for cosplay. That means cosplay event itself can be your job or event producing career for people who are interested. So before you make an event, you have to think what kind of event you want to make. Even though it's like cosplay centralized event, there are very different kind of cosplay events in Japan. So such as what will be the purpose of the event, or who is coming to the event, how big the event will be, or what kind of companies or organizations will join this event, and what kind of preparation should be done for the event, or what kind of contents should be added or considered, and also like think a lot of safety problems and so on. Those kind of things we have to think in advance of making an event. Also, there's one tricky thing about cosplay is cosplay actually started from fan-based activities. So we're kind of in a gray area of violating the copyright or encouraging and loving the copyright company thing. So if you're holding an event, you cannot just say like, you cannot use those characters people are cosplaying. You cannot like offend copyright holders. So you cannot say this popular Sailor Moon cosplayer is coming, that's not okay for it, but you can just show some cosplay photo of Sailor Moon and say we are holding an event that might be okay. So the problem here is like in Japan, it's kind of cultural thing, I think. The copyright holders are trying to say like they don't want to allow or ban anything. So, but they don't want you to ask for the permission. So they don't have to stop you, but encourage you underground. So the important thing to hold the event will be like we should read the room and try to make it as a event for people, not the characters and those kind of things. So there you can see like two different events in Japan. One is mainly for photo shooting, one is for gathering. So two examples I already taught. One is Laguna Cosplay Festival. It's at the amusement park. You expect nice photos from there. And the other one, Hokokosu, is some street festival. You can take photos there, but it's mostly to meet people, increase some followers on your social media, and meet a lot of photographers and those kind of things. So the plan should be different for the Laguna Cosplay Festival and the Hokokosu itself. Today I'm going to talk about Laguna Cosplay Festival. This is an amusement park event that happens overnight, and during the days there are like general visitors at the venue, but at night it will be totally for cosplayers and photographers. So you can take nice photos like this at the event. I want to introduce this because it's really concentrating on the cosplay and photo shooting and those kind of things. So this event itself is the thing work together, like cooperating with WCS and Laguna Tenboshi, which is amusement park itself. So they have to see what each party are looking for. For example, Laguna Tenboshi is what is it, like it has amusement park, like beach, hotels and everything, but there are so many popular places similar to that there, so they wanted to do more promotions on their park itself, and they wanted more visitors to their place, and also want to try like new experience for like the visitors, and wanted to establish some cosplayer friendly event itself. And WCS also wanted to have more and more events in local area, not just for the World Cosplay Summit in summer, and wanted to have some like high quality cosplay photo shooting event. And yes, and also wanted to have like cosplayer can be the main theme of the event itself. So then we know what each companies want. Then we have to decide what each companies are going to prepare. Laguna side have to run the amusement park itself for the overnight and provide like food, facilities, sellings, and those kind of things. And because they have to run for overnight, they have to cover the like budget and every expense. They have to prepare for expanded operating hours. And for WCS, they have to prepare everything related to cosplay, like how to promote the event to cosplayers, how to bring them in, how to help them prepare for cosplay and everything. But in the end, the goal is they want to create a stable event and grow sustainably. So when you are promoting and preparing for the event, you have to think these kind of things like who are the visitors. It will be mainly cosplayers and photographers, but there will be also guardians who's coming with kid cosplayers, parents, friends, and also general visitors who is curious about cosplay. And we have to check what they need at the event. Like cosplayers are going to need changing rooms and place to secure their luggage. And photographers are going to need some storage that can store their big bags and everything. And also enough space for photo shooting. And for like visitors who's coming together are going to need some special experience and place to take a rest when they are tired. The thing Laguna Cosplay Festival makes different from other cosplay event will be it is really photography focused event, and also one of the most important thing is it's overnight event. So it's going to operate for really long hours, and it doesn't have really kind location to go. So it is kind of far away from like transportation area and those kind of things. And during the daytime, there are non-cosplayers, non-cosplay related people visiting, so we have to avoid any troubles with that. So how it operated is like so the wall side is general ticket area for general visitors. Here's a blue tent that is for cosplay visitors. They can have separate ticket and have accessibility to the event. And because they're suddenly increasing visitors, public transportation won't be enough to bring all of them to the event, so they booked more buses running from closest station to the event venue so they can bring people more fastly. And also, it's something, cosplay is something Laguna amusement park doesn't prepare for. We have to prepare spaces for cosplayers. Like this blue thing area is a changing room, and this outside area is a place you put your luggage and everything, and staff is watching it. So prepare some more facilities for cosplayers. And the thing is, because this place, people who's coming to this place is looking for nice photos like hers, and there are many popular spots people want to take photos, and there will be like chaos if just let people in and take photo freely. So we actually had some operation plan limiting the photo shooting time and lining up area so everyone can get nice photo fairly, very kind of. This is one more example, like the beautiful tree and the photo example of that. And the event is really long, and just taking photo shooting can be not enough content for the visitors. We also prepared some cosplay performance stages that people can join. Like there are a lot of cosplayers who want to do the performance but don't want to join the competition, so they can actually join the performance contents here, so they can have stage experience and fun they can have. And of course, it's very important to have some resting area because it's overnight event. We prepared some nap zone that you can take a rest outside, and there are some special like inside places that you have to pay for the fee, but you can take a nap and get a little bit better condition to take a rest. And right before I leave the company, we were expanding some content because pop culture itself is sharing a lot of things together, like cosplayers are playing games, cosplayers are enjoying anime songs. So we actually invited some cosplay anime DJ person and started some more content related to pop culture, so people will have more things during night and their like times. So the visitors who's coming to this Ragna Cosplay Festival, actually they come to the event to take nice photos, but they spend a night there. It's something like they stay in a country, nation of cosplay. And then in the morning, like Cinderella, you have to go back to your real life. And that makes you want to go back to the place, some place that cosplayers are really better next time again. So that's how what people experience at the event, and also that's what we wanted people to think about. So this event actually started from like only 1,500 attendees, and we were holding it once a year. But a lot of people kind of liked it, and they celebrated 10th anniversary this year. And right now, visitors are more than 15,000 people per year, and right now they are holding 3 events in a year. So we can say this can be a successful model, and people really look for in cosplay events. So, well, it's kind of tricky that consider event producer as a cosplay related career, but at the same time, if you're a cosplayer, you know what you need at the event for cosplayers and photographers. So I think if you like making the event itself and you are a cosplayer, then I'm pretty sure you will enjoy making space for people who share the interest with you. So hopefully there will be more people have same experience as me in the future. That'll be done. Thank you. If you have any questions, you feel free to ask. If there is none, you can leave the room without burning or boiling. Thank you. Thank you a lot for coming.
Thank you for being there and being you well in the cosplay.